Welcome.
The Gagasi First Lane.
Gagasi FM.
Spectacular and DJ names.
You know what that means. Move.
The Gagasi First Lane.
Gagasi FM.
3 to 6 p.m. The Gagasi First Lane. 3 to 6 Ndabama.
I have received your book. It's right before me. However, I can see that in your mind you are trying to block a couple of passages or pages from it. You have created so many new versions of yourself. You've become a bit more masculine. You've become a bit temperamental. You get easily irritated. Manje, anger yako on another level because you feel you've been bullied. You feel you've been shamed. You feel you've been pushed to the corner many times. You don't need to prove yourself to people that love you because sometimes you wanting to prove yourself because now you lack the ability to trust. You always feel like everybody is gunning for you and everybody is out there to get you.
The Gagasi First Lane. Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m.
We do have uMakhosi Masikhakhane on the line. Thokoza mkhulu. Sikhona. Thank you so much for making it happen for us. Ke namhlanje intokazi ready. Dlamini, please say Thokoza mkhulu and let's take it from there.
Thokoza mkhulu.
Thokoza njani?
Ngiyaphila.
Before I start your consultation, I have received your book. It's right before me. However, I can see that in your mind you are trying to block a couple of passages or pages from it. So I will respect you and I won't open the pages that you don't want me to read. And at any point in the consultation where you feel you're not comfortable, you'll just say pass and then I'll move on.
Thokoza mkhulu.
Thokoza. Makhosi. Okay, so kuqhamuka ogogo from both your paternal and maternal side. Omunye wogogo bakho noma ke ngithi ukhokhokazi oqhamukayo ngiyabona ukuthi umuntu onenkinga ngehlo because her one eye looks injured, so she can't really flip the pages for me, but however she's going to talk to me in gestures. And the first thing ayenzayo ukunikezela imbali, and the first set of flowers that she's giving you sunflowers. Now sunflowers ngokamoya represent not only new beginnings kodwa ukuzaleka kabusha komoya, and she's specifically saying Makhosi ngamagama akhe not only ukuthi kuzovuleka kabusha impilo yakho, but you're letting go of toxic traits and toxic energies and learning to understand ukuthi amaphutha amayenzeka, you don't dwell on them but you move on from them. And then she says you have created so many new versions of yourself, which could be quite pleasing, but at the same time she doesn't like you reinventing yourself all the time, for the simple reason that reinventa kwakho ngaso sonke isikhathi is always based upon you wanting to be bigger and better, to like getting back at people saying, I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to be bigger, better. And the bigger, better is making you lose parts of yourself in the journey. She says she misses the soft side of you because you've become a bit more masculine. You've become a bit temperamental. You get easily irritated. Manje, anger yako on another level because you feel you've been bullied. You feel you've been shamed. You feel you've been pushed to the corner many times. And you've been in a male-dominated industry for a very long time, so much that now you are wanting to prove yourself to the world. And then she's saying you don't need to prove yourself to people that love you because sometimes you wanting to prove yourself because now you lack the ability to trust. You always feel like everybody is gunning for you and everybody is out there to get you. So now her giving you these flowers is saying we see the new changes that you are making in your life, but may this new change become have to do with you becoming a bigger, better mom. And also she's saying, can you just take time off for yourself, because every time you say you're taking time off, you end up reading and wanting to explore new business ideas, wanting to grow more, instead of giving yourself time and space to adjust. And she's saying because now it's always about being bigger and better, but who are you becoming for yourself, because you're wanting to become a greater version for other people. And then the second set of flowers she's giving you are white roses. And in the white roses I'm also seeing lilies, which are flowers in gestures ukuthi indlela zakho zizoba nokukhanya, indlela zakho zizoba mhlophe. But to burst your bubble, I don't see you growing in the radio space, but I see you growing in terms of you being an entrepreneur. And she's going into saying that you are going to you are going to introduce them into many ideas. For example, the first one she's showing me is that you are wanting to focus kakhulu ekukhuliseni the girl child and opening a skills center to do that, and wanting to teach iy'ngane in areas like emakhaya how to get into the media space and basically independence, because you are all for liberating women and being independent. Now, I'm also seeing that your father's side of the family seems to be present as well, but sometimes bonabeza with that energy of being masculine. Now, ugogo wasekhaya babwakho wants to tap a little bit into the love life, and she says the reason why you will find that you are not able to be nomuntu isikhathi eside is because nawe uqobo lakho umuntu ohamba namakhehla, and secondly ugogo wakho hates men that talk too much. So if you are with a man that's very feminine, that talks a lot, that brings back a lot of things that happened in the past, your grandmother doesn't like that type of men. Your grandparents or your ancestors have brought character le esiphila kuwena, so the men that you choose have to do with bona ibona abakhethela abantu. And if I read the list that she's put in front of me, firstly uthi ugogo wakho, for you the greatest turn on in endodeni is power. So it's power, it's influence, it's dominance. A man must not speak that he has money, but his actions must show how powerful and influential he is. You want a man who has authority but in silence, who doesn't make noise but lets his money, or rather his assets make the noise for him. Secondly, you don't like people who think that you can be bought because you've made a name for yourself and you have your own things, you can afford most things. So if somebody throws a gesture there of romance, may it be for love, not Number three, you do not like people that give you rules or give you ultimatums and tell you what to do. You love the idea of love without having to be in a committed prison type of situation. You want to love someone or to be free, which was we pillar and do as you please, as and when you want to. Over and above that, you will find that you will have more strong bonds in friendship with abantu besilisa more than you will with abantu besifazane, and this is why you are too much of a straight talker. You tend to say things as they are, you don't mince your words, and ubomuntu onethika ikakhulukazi when it comes to business and working. So she's saying ungasebenzi ungathatha abantu abangani and put them into business because it never works out. When it comes to business, you are work orientated. You want to push and push and push and push until you get the results that you want, because you are a perfectionist. So working with women will always make it seem like you are a bully. Now going into your health, she feels that you need to eat a little bit more. You literally are not eating that much, but she is commending your intake of water, and she's making me know that you are very specific on the water you like drinking. You don't like drinking waters out of plastic bottles. You like lead type of water, and over and above that, to you again, she's going back to the men era and saying a man that wants to be with you better understand that you have your own mind. You know how to think for yourself, so he shouldn't be dominant over you. Give him a lap.
Thokoza mkhulu.
Yazwakala mina.
Yazwakala.
Okay, is there anything specific you'd like to maybe ask about uthando, something like something else ongayizwanga?
Hayi no, ngi-right.
Akasathukile lo muntu lamakhosi
ayasaba magwala.
Hayibo, ingawe names ongekaphansi wena.
Makhosi, I need to ask you ukuthi today why bekuhlukile, like why bowusinda kangaka kumina namhlanje? What's happening? Why does that happen?
Listen, I just wanted to say when I finished this, I hardly slept. I've been praying on the hour every hour to do this reading. So I think it's because today more than uMakhosi. There was a lot of prayer and meditation involved. And by the way, you owe me lashes because I had to take my lashes out in order to do this reading because it's too nasty. So please, I need them back.
Imali kaNames is yours.
Uzokuthengela izinja, I
Makhosi.
promise.